قاعدينه وفي أجمل صورة نخليها من خوفنا عليها ودي همة واحد واحد فينا وضميره يلا سيب بصمتك يلا يلا سيب لمستك يلا شوف الكون سبحان
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Aya, as you did part of your PhD in Germany, how does help you in your PhD research and your work in different departments like nuclear medicine and neurology?
First of all, this was a scholarship from the DAAD because
Yes.
excellent students or students who are ranking top on their faculty, they offer them scholarships. So it was an opportunity for exchange, an exchange opportunity between students from Egypt and students from Germany. And I was in Aachen in one of the highest ranked universities in
Yes.
radiology. So being part of the nuclear medicine department, I started to work with resources that are not that available in my main university and collaborating on a new level of expertise and with techniques that I learn and transfer here back to my colleagues.
Okay. Dr. Aya, can you tell us more about this photo?
Actually, I don't know if you can spot me in the very middle of the photo.
Okay.
Together with my dad.
Yes.
As I told you, my dad is a CEO of a pharmaceutical company, so he's in the industrial part, and this is what I'm looking forward to, combining both the academia and the applied science in a pharmaceutical product.
Great.
That's why I chose pharmaceutical technology department as specific. Wow, this is a photo from the nuclear medicine lab in Aachen, in Germany. I was working with radiochemical labeled particles in
Yes.
order to be more accurate in tracking the particles inside the human body.
Yes.
Actually, this is a photo in the DAAD location where I was the first Egyptian to be selected for a new scholarship called Mahfouz Qasim Scholarship.
Yes.
And I was the first one selected to represent this scholarship like
Yes.
4 or 5 years ago.
Okay. Dr. Aya, what challenges did you face during your PhD, especially that you did part of it abroad?
Actually, what most people do not know, that our job is divided into multiple sectors. The teaching part, the research part, and the administrative part.
Right.
So one of the great challenges was that most teaching assistants at the university, they have like a fixed full-time job of teaching, and then after hours or on their one research day per week, they have to like produce or do much of their experiments. So balancing between the time consumed in the teaching and the time needed to study and to be updated and to read literature and to find the gaps in the academic part or in this topic in specific is one of the challenges. Another one, of course, is the resources, because when you are working in research, you apply some experiments and then you interpret, you take the results, you analyze it, and according to the analysis, you start planning to the next experiment and so on.
Right.
And of course, being like working with the biological system as well is very, very challenging, because you cannot ever expect what a cell will do or what a mouse will do or what a human body will do to your system. So it needs like multiple readings for data interpretation to be accurate and to be meaningful and to be understandable as well, to build on, because you do not just put an interpretation, you need to know how to build upon it, to optimize or to make a new system or to shift into a new experiment.
Exactly. Dr. Aya, can you tell us about this certificate?
Yes, I'm always curious to explore myself and to learn more about the human nature and the psychology of a human being,
Yes.
because one of the main aspects of teaching is communication.
Yes,
So if
exactly.
it is not only you are knowledgeable about a topic, but you
Right.
need to communicate it well to the students
Right.
and to be able to understand them as well.
Right.
So this was a certificate of a course.
Yes, this one.
Yes, this is one of my students' actually products in one of the courses I teach, where students should take raw material, design a formulation, and do the marketing and the packaging and the logo and everything, and do one of the maquettes for one of the industrial machines used to prepare these
Yes,
products.
this was the outcome
Yes.
of the course. Yes.
Yes. Yes, here's me between my students in a factory visit.
Okay.
Because we want to show the students that the theoretical knowledge they are taught is being applied in the industrial field.
practical side.
So this was a factory visit to Eva Pharma.
Yes.
To show them all the machines and all the techniques they are taught.
Yes. And this one.
This was me in a conference in France, and this is my poster about part of my PhD work.
Okay.
And being in a conference in the middle of multiple scientists and researchers from all levels, scientific level, and from all ages, and from many, many countries, was like one in a lifetime experience. Like you defend yourself, you defend your experiments, and you are representable about your university and your country as well.
How was your feeling during this time?
First of all, of course, I was like very nervous. I don't know if it will be well communicated, but once you start talking about the work you did with your own hand and your own mind, you just take the confidence, and the confidence is contagious as well. So you
Right.
transfer it to everyone, and you just prove your point, and you find people coming to ask questions and have inquiries, and you have international conversations about a topic of science that we are both interested in. Was like
Right.
great.
Could you inform us about this memory?
Yes, this was me on my master's defense 5 years ago.
Okay.
Celebrating the finish of my master's degree.
Yes. Dr. Aya, how do you help to guide and support the students in your, as you are a member in the advising and mentoring committee? And what do you think that this is important?
Yes, first of all, it is important that to understand that the students are also human beings, and that they have multiple learning techniques, and they have multiple intelligence type, because intelligence is not one type. It is not only about academia. So it is important for students that have obstacles to be supported in a matter where we can customize their schedules, customize office hours for them, push them to overcome this obstacle, and then to be back on track with their own colleagues.
Yes, yes. Dr. Aya, your research in areas like wound healing and cancer targeting with the nanosystems, can you tell us about your work in this project and how this could transform the field of healthcare or pharmaceutical technology in the future?
Actually now I'm supervising master's and PhD students on their projects.
Yes.
And it is a whole new level of experience, because being a researcher, applying an experiment with your own hand is a thing, and supervising other students in new topics is a different thing.
Yes.
What we are trying to do is simplifying what we learn and we study, and applying it in a nanosystem, and then taking this nanosystem for targeting a certain disease like wound healing or cancer or that or thus, as you said, into a dosage form that can be available in the market for patients to use. So making this dosage form in Egypt with Egyptian resources and Egyptian factors, and applying it with a cost-effective manner for patients to be available for them, this is what we are trying to do. Because we have the science, but we just want to apply it. So the science is easy, but applying it is the main thing. And there comes the role of the industrial sector to support the academics in producing a real product.
Yes.
Where everyone can benefit from.
Yes. Dr. Aya, we see that you have a hobby in skydiving. Can you tell us more about this hobby?
Yes, I try always to be an adventurer, so I like adventures and I like
Yes.
to try new things. And this was actually in Berlin with
Okay.
a skydiver. It was a life experience. You just know how small you are in compared to the horizon and in comparison to the world and the planet. You just see everything from a very, very far perspective, and you realize that the fall is like maximum 2 minutes or 4 minutes according to the distance, and you realize how fast things are and how people are rushing everything. But once you are in the air with nothing than the guidance of and the protection of God, you just try to like nothing in your mind except admiring the creation and the creativity of the creator. And
Have you ever seen this from the perspective to feel fear for trying skydiving?
actually, I feel like once you have a fear, when it's scary to jump, you have to jump, you know?
Yes.
Because whenever you feel like this is a challenge for yourself,
Yes.
it is a time to explore why is this fear and how to address it.
Yes.
And this was a main factor, because once you are in the plane, there is no way back. You cannot, after you are there, to say, no, I do not want to jump anymore.
Exactly.
So it's now or never.
Yes.
And it's actually now or now, because you cannot go back.
Yes.
So you just try it. Once you try it, there's no fear anymore, because you are in the air.
Right. Dr. Aya, how your research focus changed since you finished your PhD? What you hope to explore next?
Actually, as I told you before, supervising students is a whole new experience.
Yes.
So it is not enough to have some knowledge, and it is not enough to be a good hand worker in the lab, but it is very important to know how to guide and to support, because as you said and mentioned, research is full of challenges.
Yes.
It is not 1 + 1 = 2. It was never like this.
Exactly.
And never an experiment outcome comes from the first time.
Yes.
It should have patience, resistance, determination, flexibility, and problem solving. And what this experience teach us is that even if you don't have an opportunity, you search for opportunity, because the world do not praise complainers, but praise problem solvers.
Yes.
So this is what we are trying to explore new fields, explore targeting new diseases, collaborating with other departments, collaborating with international institutes or international universities. And in the university where I work, we are very good at collaborations. We collaborate with many, many institutes on many, many levels inside Egypt and outside Egypt, and this gives the opportunity for knowledge exchange and knowledge transfer.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we will go for a short break and come back again. Stay with us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Aya, as you own a clothing brand, what inspired you to go in the fashion industry alongside with your scientific and business work? How can you manage between both?
Actually, to be very honest, I am a co-founder with my siblings, so the main idea was my siblings' idea.
Yes.
And the application was a co-work between, a shared work between all of us. And it is not like we are always seeking to have different multidisciplinary aspects. So academia is one part, industrial is one part, and being an entrepreneur is a different part.
Right.
And what inspired us, our enthusiasm for cars. So it is a brand for enthusiastic car lovers, and
Great.
it is, yes. So the clause was to find something that represents the fans of such enthusiasm, and we
Yes.
this was our first release, and we intend, inshallah, for other releases and other enthusiasm for every fan to find their own representation of the passion they look for or love or want to proceed.
Well, Dr. A, as you manage different range of responsibilities or roles, the academic side, the business work, your clothing brand, and also the family pharmaceutical business, Tech Pharma. How can you balance all these roles together in order to stay organized?
Actually, consistency and self-discipline is a major thing, and taking one step at a time is also a major thing which I try to apply now more and more. Where a world is rushing everything, I just take my things slowly. I do my planning. I try to study well before I jump into a new step, and also the guidance of God is a major thing, because you just
Exactly.
need to modulate and take what
Yes.
life throws at you and make the best of it. So
Yes.
you just have a well-planned day, and you divide your week between the other things you do, and you have your own rest time, because it is very, very important, because no creativity and no new ideas comes from a very full mind. It needs a rest
Exactly.
and need a slow pace. And this is what
Yes.
I also try to teach my students, not to rush anything, because there's nothing to lose, nothing will be missed if you try to catch everything. Just take your things one step at a time and be persistent and consistent.
Yes, in order to do all things in a parallel way. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Dr. Aya, being a part of Tag Pharma, how the insights in the pharmaceutical industry helped you in your academic career? How can you use this in your
Actually,
academic part?
because my father and my family are in the pharmaceutical industrial sector,
Well,
this made me think of which department I want to choose to proceed in my academic field. That's why I chose the pharmaceutical technology department, because there where you apply in a dosage form, and you are updated from the industry, what is the market need, what is the gaps in the market, what patients look for, what challenges do they face, what side effects from a certain pharmaceutical dosage form or a certain product is needed to be optimized. And this push you in the academic field to search for a solution and search for innovative ideas and for innovation or optimization, because you do not need to create anything from scratch. Sometimes you just need to optimize what you already have for a better benefit.
yes. Dr. Aya, finally, can you tell us about the advice you want to give to the students or the young researchers in the career of pharmaceutical technology, or to be in the academic part too?
Just be curious about everything. Do not be spoon-fed. Try to search, try to make more information and collect more information. Try to tackle many aspects. Try to work in multidisciplinary sections. Try to work in multicultural places. Try to learn from the elder or more knowledgeable people. Try to listen to the needs of the actual customer of you or the client of you, which is the patient in the pharmaceutical sector, and just be curious about everything. Ask why all the time, and try to, even if you have no opportunities, create the opportunity. Do not be stuck in the problem or in the challenge.
Yes. Dr. Aya, it was all my pleasure to host you today in today's youth. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Aya.
It was my
lecturer.
pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Aya, lecturer in Faculty of Pharmacy and Biotechnology. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and stay tuned for the coming episode in the same time next week. Thank you for watching.
2 p.m. here in Cairo. Time to have a look at the top stories of the hour. My name is Amal Mukhtar. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi left the Spanish capital Madrid on Thursday, heading to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia at the conclusion of his official visit to the Kingdom of Spain. President al-Sisi's visit to Spain aimed at boosting bilateral relations in various domains, as well as reviewing a number of regional issues of common concern. Earlier, the president was received by Spanish King Felipe VI, who held a lunch banquet in the honor of the president. The Spanish king also said he appreciates Egypt's pivotal role to achieve peace in the Middle East region, adding that Egypt and Spain have identical visions regarding the two-state solution. The head of state also held talks with Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez in the attendance of the two countries' delegations. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and King of Spain Felipe VI issued a joint statement on Wednesday on regional and international issues. On Euro-Mediterranean relations, Egypt and Spain affirmed their commitment to supporting the region to become that of peace, stability and shared prosperity. Both countries also commit themselves to strengthening the regional partnership and its institutions, enhancing political dialogue and cooperation in areas of common interest as trade, investment, transport, energy, migration, agriculture, fisheries, justice and security, promoting intercultural dialogue. Concerning the Middle East peace process, Egypt and Spain expressed their deep concern about the ongoing conflicts and the risks they pose to the entire region and beyond. Hamas handed over coffins that contain the bodies of 4 Israeli hostages on Thursday, including those of the Baibas family. The transferring of the bodies is the first by Hamas since its 7th of October 2023 attack on Israel triggered the war, and is taking place under a ceasefire that has been leaving hostage exchange for Palestinians held in Israeli prisoners. Ahead of the handover, Hamas displayed 4 black coffins on the stage erected on the sandy patch of ground. Each casket bore a small photo of each of the deceased. White mock-up missiles placed near the coffins bore the inspection they were killed by U.S. bombs. Hundreds of people gathered to witness the ceremony. The preparation of the bodies is part of the first 6-week phase of the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, which took effect on the 19th of January after more than 15 months.